Everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Let's Talk Dog Bahamas. Now, I know I've been missing for the last couple of weeks, being a little busy trying to do about two things, and now today is a very special show. I know every show I do I think is special, but this one is close to my heart because I'm with a group of people who are in love with dogs and doing great things, and I'd like for you all to welcome All Dog Kennel Club, the A.D.K.C. Now, I have Mr. Williams, Mr. Griffin, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Oh, sorry for that. All right, then. Pardon me. And I have Baby Jones there, the youngest member of the A.D.K.C. All right, Mr. I know most of you might be familiar with Mr. Williams because I think he was on the show before. And he's here again to let everybody know what the A.D.K.C. is all about. Mr. Williams.
Good afternoon, Bahamas and those watching around the world. And to all dog lovers, the A.D.K.C. is a group of dog enthusiasts, not just one breed. We deal with all breeds, all breeds. That's why the name is A.D.K.C, All Dog Club, or All Dog Kennel Club, partner. You know, but what we dealing with, other than teaching people how to take care of their dogs, we learning as we go. We don't claim to know everything, but we are learning as we go. And to me, what I love about this club is the fact that you have so many young people. You know, young people willing to learn, and you know, who they as far as we know in the group. If any in there, they're coming down and going down a positive road, in a positive direction.
Right.
And that's one of the main things that we're trying to do with this club. You know, we're pretty new, we're young, we got another name before. But you know, we had to deal with some issues, so
Yeah,
that's why we came.
Mr. Williams, never cut you off. We'll talk about that later as we get onto the show. And we have another very young, up-and-coming breeder also, Mr. Griffin. Tell us one or two things about yourself.
Alright, my name is A.D.K.C, representing Homestead Kennels. It's a new kennel, up-and-coming, breeding more of an XL line.
Right.
Big guy like big dogs.
Yeah.
But like Mr. Williams stated, a lot of young individuals inside the group, and as one of the young individuals, I plan to inspire like the younger into being more calm and trying to educate them, and even them educating me.
Yeah.
And growing together as a group.
Right.
And growing together as a group.
Right.
Trying to develop like guys in foreign.
Yeah, we know. Well, I'm a part of the A.D.K.C too, right? But you know, we get you in the group because use the link between us old fellas and them young fellas.
Right.
Use the link. So that's why we say, hey, we gotta get the smart guy with us.
Split right in the middle between the 90s and the 2000s.
Now we got also these two over here, this young and upcoming kennels, keeping real kennels. This is the crew right here.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Julius Jones and Devante Wilkes. Walks. My bad. And we can't forget the little one. That's little Julius. What you gotta say?
So yeah, as far as saying that we are part of KRR Kennels, keep it real kennels, because we always try to keep it real with everything that we do.
Right.
So being a part of A.D.K.C right now, I really love this group, honestly, because when people talking inside the group, it's like we know each other from time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is like a family, even though some people are scared off. Yeah, you might get mad or whatever the case may be, but it's all love. You know what I mean? And like the United States, we cater to all dogs, big, small, furry, whatever it is. We cater to all dogs. We love all dogs.
Pot cakes as well. Make sure mention pot cakes as well.
Yeah,
Royal Indian pot cakes.
Royal Indian pot cakes.
Right. one thing because when we have a lot to do or whatever we can do, we always have to represent the quartet. So
Right.
at the end of the day, every dog man had to start off with a quartet.
Yeah.
I think 99.99999% of us have a quartet.
If you didn't have a quartet, you had a quartet in this breed.
I have plenty of them.
Original 242
I don't have one when I
9% of us have a quartet.
If you didn't have a quartet, you had a quartet in this breed.
I have plenty of them.
Original 242
I don't have one when I
You're still lover, man. Shut up.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
introduce yourself to people.
Good afternoon. My name is Julius Jones, President and CEO of KIR Canada.
Oh,
Okay.
CEO.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, you know, this a new thing, A.D.K.C. A.D.K.C. You know, we trying to get together with the community and get all dogs and all dog lovers together. You know, we really torn apart inside this dog world. You understand? And if more of us could get together and teach one another, help one another, you know, that's where we looking at and where we trying to get with this group. You know, so. As the show go on, I talk a little more. And shy right now, right? So
Okay,
let's get relaxed.
alright, you gonna get relaxed. You gonna loosen the belt, kick off the
Right,
shoes. All right.
right.
All right, let's get it down. Bill Jones, you got something to say?
A.D.K.C. for life.
You know, but what I liked about this group, I think we all met like what 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and
About 3.
Yeah.
Around Christmas time.
right,
Yeah.
or right before Christmas time, that's when the majority of us came together.
Right.
Because and the way I think about it is, we all met like under the yellow field that day.
But one thing, Corey, don't
Good.
cut me off. We met 3 months ago,
Right.
but our part was set from before we came on.
Right,
the
that's what I was about to say.
Right,
Like
you
what we
understand?
doing is like we being friends for years. You know what I mean? I mean, we take bites and jabs at each other, but it's all in love. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like when you want the right partner. You could just gelling and camaraderie.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's what I love about it. And all of us have the same vision. All of us trying to get to the same spot.
Right.
Everyone looking to better the world of dogs, and we met it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And hopefully,
Better our kennels too. You know,
yes,
you know.
because we help one another.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
You know, what Mr. Jones don't know, I know what I don't know. Young boy, Griffin know. You know what I mean? And who have more knowledge than Mr. Dogman himself?
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? He knows a lot, and that knowledge. But the worst thing I always think that a person could do is go to the grave with that knowledge. You know what I mean? You know, they say the grave is the richest place.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody feel that they have to take what they know to the grave with them instead of sharing it.
Right.
You know? And one thing, I mean, that's one thing I love about the group. You know? And we have, what, two members that are not here.
Right.
Two more. We'd like to shout out to two more.
No, 3.
2 more.
4. I think it was 4.
Yeah. 3.
4.
So much Junior Doyle.
And
Yeah.
And, okay, sorry. We have 4 members of the A.D.K.C. who are not here. And we'd like to send a shout out to them. That's Doyle Nixon. That's one of my boys. He knows a lot about dogs. Very knowledgeable. He couldn't make it. We also had Mr. Philip Micklewhite, a.k.a. Junior.
Right.
He couldn't make it. He has a family engagement. And then we had Yadi. What's that? I don't know his real name, but
Kevin.
Kevin.
Right.
You know, we like to shout out to Kevin. He had to work, so we understand that. You know, that's very. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We just was speaking with the man. He appeared, Mr. Tomar, the best cook at the A.D.K.C. Mr. Corn himself. Mr. Corn himself is here.
Yes.
Yeah, Tomar, we just did an intro. You can talk on the mic and introduce yourself.
Alright, my name is Thomas Ferguson. Part of the board, the administration board of A.D.K.C. Good evening. Dog world.
Keep it simple, keep it simple. Yes, we just spoke about two and he pop up. What you gotta say, Jules?
I said don't feel bad, that was me 2 couple minutes ago.
Hey, and after you get off of that, you cutting everybody off and stuff. You know? But Toma, why is here? I rated this to everyone to me, not leave you out. How did you get involved with the A.D.K.C and
A.D.K.C. This one I got invited to a meet and greet in Yellow Elder.
right?
By Kevin. Yeah, the dog man. And
Right.
I get my dog from him.
Right.
He just invited me out one day and I just pop up. And the rest is history.
Yeah,
Been there from
really.
then.
After that, you couldn't stop cooking.
Yeah, man, they can't
Hey,
stop it.
listen to me. When my boy open up his shop, I can be the number one customers.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I mean? When he start grilling, because buddy.
I would take Yachty ground now.
Oh, hey, but Yachty in this corner, you wouldn't be in the next.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah,
We
so
can
okay.
share that.
Space for everyone.
Yeah,
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 space
yeah,
for everyone.
Okay.
But as I was saying earlier, but the as I say, everyone could see. I don't know if they can see us on how the camaraderie here is awesome.
Right.
And the way I think about it is everybody somehow connected to everybody, unknowingly, and it's weird and it's fun.
Right.
You know, and we have a lot of stuff going on at the A.D.K.C. Julius has a lot of ideas. We're not going to tell everybody what we plan on doing or how we plan on doing it, but expect great things from the A.D.K.C. The name will be remembered and forged in this dog world.
Yes.
You know? Now, as I said, we have Junior, Philip Micklewhite is in here because he had a family to do, and Yadi has to work. But this is basically, this is basically the whole A.D.K.C. staff. You know, all the administrators, you know. We could also like tell people we're moving forward with a non-profit organization, so we can start doing our own shows and doing everything proper. You know, we get sponsored from the proper people, and hopefully, we intend to change the world, the dog culture in the Bahamas, and so far so good.
Right. We just looking to rock this whole dog game. You understand? We're trying to just get every dog involved. Small breeds, big breeds, pot cakes, Doberman pinchers, Rottweiler. Let's just bring them out, you know? And just, you know, I don't know, I stop cutting up again. I cut them again. It's over that. It's over that.
Mr. Williams.
Piggyback off what Julius was saying.
Right.
You know, we're trying to get every breed in. This ain't only bullies or old pits or whatever. We're trying to change the game altogether.
Right.
You know, ain't no discrimination.
Mhm.
Yeah, none at all.
None.
Like you say, pot cakes. Bring out your pot cakes. Everything starts from pot cakes.
Yeah.
Bring it back. We can't just the pot cake.
At all.
All right,
And
then.
the last few events, the A.D.K.C have, we had good turnouts. And we had like 88 dogs at one of the turnouts. The last one we had was 88 dogs or something like that. And we had all breeds. We had the Shih Tzu, we had the Australian Collie. I was like, where this dog come from?
the real pit bull terrier.
The original pit bull terrier.
Terrier.
You know, along with the bullies. The bullies was represented there in force in large numbers. But the awesome part of it was we had other breeds there that were represented, and that was the whole goal, to bring every other breed together, and not just every other breed, but every other dog breeder, lover together at one spot, and we just enjoy our dogs. That showed the world that even though we had bullies there, we had and then none of the events that we didn't have no incident.
No.
Everybody was respectable. Everybody was responsible. And everybody was real. You know what I mean? Keep it real. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But another thing I don't know we were gonna touch on was before the name was All Dog Kennel Club, it was UDKC, Universal Dog Kennel Club. Now, for all of us here, that's a little touchy situation, but because certain things were said, we just want to clear the air so that we could move forward. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be no back and forth, everyone could know what happened. There wouldn't be no lies and no this and no that. And by the way, this show is not scripted. It's just us talking as a group. And this is going to be one of the first things. Every time you have an event, you could look to have at least 2 or 3 weeks ahead of the event. You come on the show, we'll talk about the event.
Right.
This is to help promote what we're trying to do.
Right.
So, we had it with one of our members, one of the founding members. I'll call him a founding member.
Right.
We no ill will towards him whatsoever. Just that I'm not going to call his name, his government name, but we know him as C4. But we had a little turbulent times, and he was no longer with the A.D.K.C. We posted something in the WhatsApp group to inform everybody else that this is the movie he was making, and we didn't go into details. But apparently he went into details with other people outside the group and painted a poor picture of us. You know, and me personally, I didn't like it. I took offense to it, especially when it came up in another dog group. Me and the gentleman, we got in a big argument about that. So I was like, I don't know where you get the information from, but that isn't what happened.
Right.
You know? Now we have the whole A.D.K.C. not the whole, but the majority of the people who are part of the admin group, and they are here now. And if you want to, you can call in the call-in number, and you can actually ask questions. If not, we'll just go on and tell you what actually happened, and we'll just after we just leave us that. It'll be over. It'll be dead. Now, as I said before, we have no ill will towards this person. We moved on. He moved on. We wish him the best.
Yes.
And this is what actually happened. Mr. Williams, anyone want to take it from here? I don't want to be the one talking about it.
Let me start off by saying something first. But this individual left the group. Nobody threw him out of his own group, so he says his group. He left the group. There were a lot of things, shady stuff done behind our box that we didn't know about. And then when it came to term, it looked bad on the group's behalf. And what he was doing, the group was getting blamed for it. So when we approached this individual about certain situations, he would just say everything cool, man, or that or whatever. He would never get into sitting down and discussing the situation, but would go out and say things to other people. And we all know, if you go to court for the situation, the judge is going to say, okay, we need the defendant and the plaintiff. You can't carry on a situation and just one side of the story being carried by one individual. And nobody else even knows what's going on until all the mess that hit the fan. You know, but like Corey said, we don't have any issue against him. Even with this, what I love about our group, none of us tries to own or try to own this group except for this individual. So, and every decision that's made, we make together as a board. You know, we make together as a group. So, if we have 4 to 2 or whatever, be like that, we just say, okay, well, the majority rule, because this is what they feel is better, or so this is, let me get the vision done and move on with this. This is how you do business. This is how you deal with the situation. You know, we don't have to get together with the person and carrying on and leaving and doing whatever. You know, but this is where we stand, and I think that's how everything should be done. In this group, there's respect for every individual. I mean, down to the young kids who bring their dogs out. There's respect to them. There's respect to, it is called us wound. Like I tell people, I still got all my teeth. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? But for the most part, a group of people just meeting for a few months, I could truly say I feel so connected to everybody. I mean, and it's a trustworthy thing. You know, it isn't like, watch this one or whatever, be like that. I don't care what it is. We say, okay, we need to put some funds together to deal with this situation. I just tell you, okay, what you need, come hail me on this day or whatever, be like that. Someone will pick up the money, or if I in the right condition, I could drop it. I think that's someone to pick it up from me.
Right.
But that's how it is.
Alright, to piggyback off of what Mr. Williams said, the both groups, the administration group and the A.D.K.C group, the WhatsApp group, it's like a respectful group. Now, in the big group, we tend to get a little rough.
Right. We get calm.
We get a little get off sometime now and then, pass the time. But in the administration group, it's just straight business. It's like how we plan on bettering the group and stuff like that. So, like Mr. Williams said, we go based on a board debate. So, if the ruling is 9-1, we go with the 9 majority rules. And we had a situation on location for one of the events we were about to do, and the individual that's no longer a part of us, he still went ahead and posted and tried to get people to go to the location that we disagreed on. And prior to that, we had a meeting and we all came to the agreement that we weren't going to use that location. So a lot of stuff like that has been happening. And being the youngest member inside the group, I have respect for everyone. Everyone has respect for me, but that individual, that particular individual, he was kind of disrespectful and
Everybody.
yeah, and I can get disrespectful. I can be a clown when I'm ready. So at one particular time, everyone's only human. I only get to take so much, and then I started to go off on him, and then he left again, and then we got him back. Everything was cool, and then he just started again. Like he threw temper tantrums whenever stuff didn't go his way. So, and since he left, things been moving smoothly. Still wishing the best and all that he does. And yeah, man, all the best there.
Right.
That for me being a friend to C4, I wouldn't call him an individual or classmate as to C4. When we first start these meets and greets, I invited him out to the first meeting. Me and them became friends at that time. But then you could cross paths with people, but that don't mean you have to follow the road that they going. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the beginning, we going in it with a good agenda, good thoughts or whatever like that. But it's hard to tell somebody not to do something when they might make up to do something.
Right.
You understand? So with that being said, me personally, I wish him all the best. You understand? But I just wish he could take his time and focus and understand and learn how to listen to people more time. You understand? And not thinking it's just him. And it's a teamwork kind of thing. And then, you never know. One day something might could happen in the future.
Right.
Maybe we get all linked back up. We don't know what could happen. We don't know what God has planned.
Right.
You understand? But other than that, I just wish him the best.
Yeah.
And may God be there.
Yep.
Like everybody else say, everybody else. I in the group, but being busy all the time, I just had to play catch up with a lot of things. Sometimes I don't, we do meet 300 messages in the group,
500, 1,000.
Like you say, the bottom line is, you gotta pay out all the daily laundry, what happened and this and that. But there was things that happened that needed to happen.
Right.
He gone ahead, he started his own group. We still strong. I was in the stuff, I was in the stuff, no show. So, like you said, we wish him all the best. We get a lot of ideas. Yeah, we bring a lot of ideas to the table.
Right.
We wish him all the best. That ain't gonna stop us. We moving on.
Yeah.
He moving on. And that's water under the bridge. Ain't no hard feelings.
No.
At the end of the day, ain't no hard feelings. Like Julius said, we might get link up. one time or another, you know.
Do a
And
collaboration.
do a collaboration,
Right.
you know. It ain't no big deal, man. That's water under the bridge. We all adults, you know. Things happen, like I say. Need it to happen. Sometimes things happen for the best.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Me personally, I lost it a couple of times with C4.
Mm.
You know, I apologized to him for it. You know what I mean, on more than one occasion. As I said, I wish him the best. You know what I mean? He never was kicked out of the group. He left the group.
Right.
Several times.
And I would say he did start the WhatsApp group, but he felt that because he started the WhatsApp group, he should be head of the when we go further. But as I was trying to explain to C4, he'd be on the WhatsApp group now.
Yeah.
Everybody said you started the WhatsApp group. We are thankful because in all true fairness, if he didn't start the WhatsApp group, we wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but when we all got together, we started to do stuff, and we had a yes. She understands what I'm saying. We had a vision, and he detoured from the vision. So his best thing he could do for us and himself was to leave.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
best
Yeah.
for both of us.
You know?
Too much ideas in one pot, man. This
Yeah.
is a big island.
Too much cups in
Yeah.
in one pot.
Yeah.
If you need one cup, that's too much.
And again, I don't want nobody else too close to me.
Yeah.
Serve the food, I can cook.
You know,
Like
now
that.
that's our pass, and we done passed that. I hope everybody can understand from here on in.
Yeah.
C4, we wish you the best, and when you're ready, come on, let's talk, dog, and we can talk. Bring your group, no problem with that.
Yeah, no problem, no wife.
You know what I mean? That's small
Yeah.
things. But now, we're going to talk with the A.D.K.C future. Where we see us, we want to talk about any of our events, or the event coming up, the Bullies in Paradise.
Right.
What's going on with that? Where are we headed with that?
A.D.K.C in full effect, full
Right.
force.
Right.
Most of the admins will be, if not all, most will be out.
Mm-hmm.
We should be out with our dogs, most of us. A lot of members will be out.
I hope a lot of members bringing these dogs and putting them in the show to try to win something.
Yeah.
That's representing. We go to A.D.K.C, you know.
You represent.
Yeah, you told me I hope you bring boss.
I thinking about it. I might try. You put something in my head, and I was thinking about that ever since then. I don't know. I never entered a show.
Hey, it's an experience.
Right,
It's
yeah.
an experience.
Win, lose, or draw.
It's an experience.
It's an experience. I'll
You
be
know?
ready for the next time.
We got the most
But like I
troublesome
said,
dog. Oh, sorry.
I never talk about it.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
And when we put that in my head, you know.
Because when I been by you that night and I saw boss, I said, wait.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think boss should
Should
be
sit it
sitting
up.
on the sideline.
Right.
Yeah.
Put him in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let him throw his jabs and swing his punch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as I said, it's an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a good temperament dog.
Yeah.
He has a nice body. I mean, but I try and.
Well, he's listen.
Yeah.
And the boy, listen to me.
I know you get it from. He ain't take after your daddy.
No, stop. He is listen.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's a nice dog, and we have a tent out there. A.D.K.C is gonna have a tent. We're gonna have. Okay, look here. We're going to the Bulls of Paradise to represent the A.D.K.C.
Right.
Well, we can beat the Bulls of Paradise.
Of
Our tent be
course.
rocking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, look for what do you call them things in the club with
The disco light.
the disco light.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look
It was
for
a side by time.
Hey, look for the most troublesome dog in the A.D.K.C. Look for
What is?
Kilo.
Oh, Kilo.
Oh, that's topic in the A.D.K.C.
Yeah, boy, he is the hardest topic in the A.D.K.C.
It's the hardest topic.
Yes, yes.
Why is that?
Man, every day.
Every day.
When people ain't taking jobs, they trying to get underneath Aaron's skin.
Oh.
I don't know what it is we looking for sometimes, but boy, he know.
Hey, what you expect with Aaron doing that beep, beep, beep? Where got the truck? Who got the dog?
Well, I think he might up the dog.
Well, I mean, if we bring Snow and Julius crew, then He ain't gonna be no space for
Oh.
Kilo. But we ain't get into that shit.
No, not
we can
yet.
leave that for
Not
the
yet.
ring.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
That guy can be in the upcoming.
In the
Yeah.
A.D.K.C.
That's
the
event.
A.D.K.C. show
That's
secret.
right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's an A.D.K.C. admin battle.
Oh,
It's not,
yeah.
nobody can get in that.
A.D.K.C.
Yeah.
right?
And I feel like only the admins can judge on that one, no outside.
No side judges.
Boy, that could be tough. That could be tough. Like you say, y'all do dog and be ringing in the group
Yeah.
all day, every day. They
Right.
want piece of that.
Yeah, hey,
We can have to pick a few judges on the
Yeah.
on the ground. man.
Hey,
Just
hey,
no.
What else?
he have too much fans in there.
Right.
He have too much
I
fans.
was about to
He
say
have too
that.
much fans.
That's not the A.D.K.C.
See, hey, he know what he doing.
That's why he ain't saying nothing, but
Yeah.
he know why I say what I say.
Right.
You understand? Like
He have too much
admins
fans in that
can
group. That'd be
That's why I
biased.
say we have to pick the
Yeah.
judges.
You have to
we
pick-
yeah.
Yeah.
We can sort through them.
Yeah.
We ain't no bias judge
No,
on that.
I rather y'all be the judges. And
Okay.
we'll bring the garbage fire.
Listen.
We'll bring the garbage fire.
Okay, another thing would be doing in A.D.K.C. too, we like how Cliff, I mean, no shadow or shade pushing on them, but you know, they bringing in judges from foreign to judge the show,
Right.
which is all good.
Right.
But with the A.D.K.C, we decide when we have our shows and stuff, we're going to use the human judges.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's not shooting any dark spot on anything, but we feel like we have enough dogs in the Bahamas for the number of years. And I can name 5 right off the top, right off the back of my hand.
Right.
So I feel if we have them here, why not
Use them.
use? You know, and I think that's what make our group unique too. A lot of things we try and do
differently.
Okay, and another thing we plan on doing also is the registry.
Right.
Because a lot of people go into these foreign registries, which is okay, which is good, but how much you're gonna actually take your dog too foreign to
To
compete?
go in the right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you pay how much? How much is to register a dog in the A.D.K.C? I mean, or
Okay, A.D.K.C. doesn't do single registry anymore.
Right.
But I did register one of my females. I think they paid $150
you see what I say?
for registry.
That's a lot.
That's right.
For you, and you can't carry a dog up to go to the show.
Wow.
That's a lot. So
How much would it cost to take a dog? How much would it cost to take the dog?
To the States?
Yeah.
Right.
Alright.
now, you know, they have people who
Private job.
who doing certain things or whatever else, right? So with that, you know, because they're doing certain things, people are able to do it,
Right.
right? But that's okay too. But what we can do is we can start our registry,
Right.
and we can start because all the registry basically is just logging the breeding with your dogs to
Right.
have some sort of record. Say, well, yeah, this gentleman was doing this.
Bring your
Horse
boss
breed
kids.
with this one, that one, and that's all. Just showing history of lineage of the dog.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if we could do a registry over here and get now I think they have a registry over here, but you can barely catch with those type
Right.
those colors. You
The
know what I mean?
A.D.K.C.
And if we could do that over here, we could start. As I said, the A.D.K.C, we can do it right. We can do it together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the good thing about it.
And the next thing with that being said, like how you said the registry. Okay, to me, we have a lot of dogs over here that probably up the par or on the same level, but a lot of dogs in the States.
Right.
So with that being said, having that in registry over here, and like we say, we plan on having like future shows or whatever, that probably could indulge foreigners
come
to come
in.
across with their dogs
Right.
and be a part of our show.
Yes,
Right.
yes. You know, when we get all our stuff registered and all our paperwork together, we could probably sit down with the Minister of Tourism, the Minister of whoever else,
Right.
and say, hey, why you don't give these people who wants to come in, bring their dogs to the dog show, permit for X, Y, Z, seeing that they're banned or whatever,
Right.
to be here for say a week, 7 days, 3 days, or whatever else.
Right.
To bring, number one, that'll bring money here in the Bahamas.
It will.
Because they bring in their dogs, they need to get a hotel room, they need a spot to
Keep
house
their
their
dog.
dogs.
Right.
So then you got these people who board dogs, and you know what I mean?
Right.
And the more we get like that's money we're staying home.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the top we on task with what we doing.
And that could also open the eyes of the world to the Bahamas.
To the Bahamas, right.
And see the type of dogs and stuff that we have here.
Exactly.
It's not just only foreign eyes, it's also right now in the
Exactly,
Bahamas.
because we have people here who's spending the big money, getting the big names,
Right.
bringing them home,
Right.
breeding them, gentleman right here. I mean, you all ever see
Casino Sun?
Yeah.
The Casino Sun here?
Yeah.
Man. The one with bark and crack under?
Bark and spit the sky.
Yeah.
You know, and he
But
spends.
that's cowboy.
No, not cowboy. It's the big blue one.
No. I know him a cowboy.
What?
Cowboy Tim's son.
Captain Up.
Captain Huck's son.
Right.
That boy, you saw him.
No, not poison.
Trust me.
Boy,
You
won't
only
be
see dog till you see
disappointed.
cowboy.
Yeah.
But I saw you gonna be shown to the show.
Yeah.
That people need to see that dog.
Yeah, but
That's the red lion. That's the real red lion. You see?
Red lion.
Yeah, he's a red lion. You know what I mean? And that's
I think
I
someone of yours is brother as well, right?
Scar and
And think Simba. Right.
and the other dog too with Coke side.
Yeah, Simba.
The Simba?
Right.
And
I'm the other one too.
Warfare.
Warfare.
as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of the
Warfare is the father.
So yeah,
Brother. No, that's
same mommy.
Yeah, same mommy.
Same mommy.
Okay.
That's they still blood brother, the same mommy. But I mean, and those they high quality dogs, pure blood dogs, and they can't even get into to the states to show them off.
Right.
So we just gotta bring the states here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the direction the A.D.K.C going and bring the
Yeah.
And then
states
the
up.
Bahamas, Sunshine and Sea.
Yeah, and we hope. I mean, we have this admin group, but we hope that the more people who come together and we get together, we can all do this together. This ain't just this one and this one. It's strength unity. You know what I mean? You break one stick by itself. If you put the 26 together, they hard to break.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So as long as we do that, we straight.
But one thing I want to say also is that with A.D.K.C. we support every dog. Anyone who's having an event.
Right.
It's not just beliefs and paradise or whatever. We will support any event that they're having for the dogs. You see what I'm saying? But they got to do it the proper way.
Right.
You know, when I look at it, the amount of dogs we have around, we have a lot of in the dog game, not just in the States, but here also, we have a lot of people vibing because
Yeah.
the dog better than the other one or whatever, you know.
Right.
We even ain't looking at nothing like that. That's it. You get a nice dog, bring your dog out to our event. We got the cameraman, we got everything.
Right.
Your dog will be freely advertised
Right.
because you are at our event.
Right.
You know, we go around, we take the pictures and do whatever have you and interview you, ask you about your dog or whatever have you. That's how we do it. Other people will try and just, okay, this is my crew, this is my clique.
Yeah.
We sticking to this.
We can stick with this, and that's it. And too bad for everybody else, you know. But another thing, this is something too that they're trying to do, and that's trying to alleviate the burden of taking care of the dogs, like on our pockets. You know,
Yeah.
so we already spoke probably over a month now about heart to heart and all these different stuff like that, whatever have you. But I am pleased to say, gentlemen, that I finally got the ivermectin. Big bottle like this. So that is to say that every member of the A.D.K.C. and I'm saying it again, let me try and look at this camera right here. Take your dogs to the vet, let them get checked, make sure they don't have any heartworm, and every month, free. That's from the A.D.K.C. every month. So you could have 100 dogs. Every month, one individual,
Yes.
100 dogs. Bring all.
Right.
Every month, they would receive some ivermectin for heartworm.
Right.
And then you see that's something like that could change like the dog. You don't know most people doing things like that. You understand?
No, but you don't do
You
things
like-
like
yeah,
that.
you know
You
no
want-
one doing
Show
things
me
like that.
somebody you do
You
it.
understand?
Yeah.
And when you see you got a group of people coming together and help people and demonstrate and stuff like that,
Right.
you know, you got some people who can come out and take advantage, and you got some people who can come out and appreciate. You understand? But we looking for more on the appreciation side.
Right.
You understand? So, you know, whenever you all have something coming up with A.D.K.C., everyone will be waiting on our events. Trust me, we come to take over Nassau.
We take over
the world.
Taking
And
take
it's not
over.
the world. That's put it
Yeah,
like that,
the
the
world.
world. You
Yeah,
understand?
be the world. You know, I guess you feel comfortable now.
Well, I can't know.
Yeah, that's good. You know, but the A.D.K.C, as I said, we're gonna do some good stuff. We're willing to collaborate with anyone. You know, we have a plethora of ideas. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing about it is, everybody here is a Bahamian, and everybody here loves dogs.
Right.
You know, that's the thing with joining us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we could do great things. At least we are doing great things. And my only fear is this: everything we did, we were successful. I think I told you this before. We've been successful with every event we had.
Yes.
No matter how small or how we were successful about it. My only fear is that we have an event, it doesn't compare to the ones we had before, and then break our spirit.
Right.
That's my fear.
Mm.
You know what I mean? How
we can talk.
yeah, how durable we is
Yeah.
when it really comes. How are we going to give up, or you know? But I honestly don't see us giving up. But that's just to me. That's always in the back of my head.
Right.
You know, because I mean, me personally, if I can talk for myself, I here for the long haul. You know what I mean? And that's what I see in everybody else in the group. You know what I mean? And as I said, we all open with one another. You know, and this gentleman here, I mean, from day one he been sponsoring.
Yeah.
You know, from day one he been sponsoring, and
That's right.
we, the A.D.K.C, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is our president, by the way,
Right. Right.
Mr. Wayne Williams. He's the president of the A.D.K.C.
Right.
You know,
Voted in. Make sure that they're voted
And
in.
trust me, the vote was
Unanimous.
Unanimous. You understand?
Unanimous.
Because of the spirit of the man and
Exactly.
the things what he is true. You understand?
yeah, you know, so.
I thank you guys for the voting and for the confidence in me.
Mm,
And that's why I've been trying to do more. Even though I may not be at full health, but whatever I can do, I will do. Whether I can be there or not, I'll be there in spirit, in prayer, and financially.
right.
Now, there's another thing that I was trying to look into for us, but that's not going to be feasible. And that's like trying to get dog food at a rate where you know we could sell dog food. I'm talking reasonable for everybody, but we all know
Prices going up.
everything going up.
Right.
So even in the US, when you go to buy the food, they then jump and they going up like $5.
Right.
They ain't like 50 cents or whatever. They going up like $5 on the bag. So then when you pay for the shipping, then the shipping then going up. And then when you get the customs, then you gotta pay customs.
Yeah.
And then you gotta hire a truck to lug all of your stuff there. I mean, other people are confused because they might only be getting one pallet, but when you get like a 10 pallets, a Gratino,
Yeah.
8 pallets, or whatever of you,
Mm.
you know, that's a whole difference right there. But for the most part, there's something else that I was looking into too, and I just found out today that wouldn't be feasible also, and that was, summer coming up, fleas and ticks.
Right.
The next guard and the art guard, my people, they can't get their people for me to watch on the prices because they're going up over there.
Right.
So I was hoping and looking and praying, saying, well, if we could get some kind of hookup whereby you can get these stuff, next guard and hard guard and all these different stuff, and from there to get them at a low rate where we could sell them for probably like $50.
Right.
You know, at $50,
Right.
a whole pot. But people look at me like I was crazy.
And trust me,
Yeah.
all the dog people know if he's saying $50, that's a reasonable
That's
price.
right.
You understand? 'Cause we all know what it's like when we go in them shop.
I never even meet that person. I'm lower than that.
I tell you, you know?
$50, that ain't
Yeah, but see, I help the obvious see. The A.D.K.C trying to cut costs for the every dog owner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just the group.
Not just the
Every
group.
dog owner.
Everyone.
That's few people like that few and far between.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you gotta learn to appreciate it because this gentleman here, from our first event was donating to the cause.
Right.
Out of his own pocket, he's covering that cost, you know what I mean? But, I mean, not just in that, but everybody in the A.D.K.C was covering the cost of everything we had,
Yeah.
you know? And that was,
And it wasn't no team pulling. You didn't
No.
have to go and run behind people. You
No.
just tell them what was needed, and
Right.
people just covered.
yeah, with that done, you know what I mean? That was what was great about it also, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like we have to depend, he ain't do it, or it was getting done.
Right.
You know, and that was lovely. And we intend to keep on doing this.
Right.
You know, until we reach to the where we could support and take some of the burden off Mr. Williams and Mr. Toma. Toma would have to cook every day. He could actually go and enjoy the event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can hire a personal chef for, hey, I little grill.
Yeah.
Toma gonna walk inside the Winman Trophy.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I had someone to walk boss.
You see what I say?
The man love the grill. Right, because I was say, man, that nigga, I always knew we had your burn the grill.
Yeah.
But he gotta get fired on the spot.
He got them going right.
No, sir.
You got a problem.
Gotta go.
You know, and as long as we stay together and stay open and true to the goal and to each other, ain't nothing we can do.
You know what was amazing to me? How many events I've been to now? 2?
Free.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that the bulldog showed up.
Yeah.
A lady pulled up with an English bulldog, a
That's
Pearl
Jeanne
English
Wallace.
bulldog. You know, shout out to her, Miss Jeanne Wallace.
Jeanne
Yeah, that was a nice dog.
Someone's out there with a boxer. I don't remember seeing any German shepherds.
Someone was over there one of the small dogs too.
Yeah.
Shih Tzu.
Right.
And someone was out there, the guy who had the junior dog brother, he had a
Alex.
Chihuahua,
Alex.
or Chihuahua or something
That
like
was,
that.
I forget what they call it.
Pomeranian.
No.
That was a Pomeranian?
No,
I know what you mean. I saw it.
Yeah.
I forget the. I forget. That's something like an alien. But
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
And dog,
Yorkie,
he
was it
said
Yorkie?
15,
Yorkie.
The Yorkie.
15 grand or something.
Yeah.
I think it was a Yorkshire.
Bring it in.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm gonna send out some invites. A couple of people I know there are a couple of other groups I'm involved of. And most of them they seem to be trained defense force and police force.
Right.
Police force. So I don't know how feasible it would be for them to come in and bring their dogs. They do a lot of training also.
Mhm.
They got attack dogs and whatever. They put on the suit and do whatever. You know, but if we could get them to join in, that would be awesome also.
Right.
Because folks, I mean, we had a bomb, we had the bomb, the epic. What can I say? We just had to cancel because of the weather.
Right.
You know, the weather really messed us,
Yeah.
caused us to cancel.
That was a good
But-
call. That was a good
yeah,
call.
you see, and you know, when we see all of the events that I've been to, 3 so far, and I like to look around and see things. And it was just a whole peaceful atmosphere. Nobody was carrying on stupid and people in this corner arguing or whatever have you. You know, people just sit there and what moved me the first one when I saw parents pulling up and parking their cars in a cool spot and their kids come out with the dogs walking and the parents are sitting in there and just watching. You know? And you know, I was like, you know, this is awesome.
Right.
You know what I mean? And especially for the spot that we got, and we want to send out a shout to the people at Grace Community Church.
Yes.
You
After
know,
that.
Yeah.
big shout out to y'all because
We
without
appreciate
y'all,
it.
this wouldn't have been possible. And even on top of that, I don't know if I mean, but we plan to come to one of the services. I guess we're gonna have to sit down as a group and decide on when. And we'll come down and sit down and be ministered to. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm a God-fearing Christian myself, along with a number of us. And for the most part, the grounds there is open. You guys open it up to the public. And we appreciate you for that. We thank God for you.
Mhm.
That's why we clean up. We really clean up when we finish. And I want to say another thing. We don't want people to get mixed up. A.D.K.C is us. U.D.K.C was us. So now there's still a A.D.K.C and there's an A.D.K.C. So we just want you to know the difference. A.D.K.C is us, All Dog Kennel Club. That's us. That's where we're staying. And I can honestly say that this board, I love each and every individual there, and I haven't even spent that much time with these folks. I could sit down now and they say, well, okay, here's the board, we need $1,000 tomorrow or next week. It's no big deal. I just get on the phone, send in the admin group, listen, someone come by me, pick up X, Y, Z or whatever like that. That's the kind of confidence I have in dealing with these people in this admin group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The support. The support.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I love this admin group. I love everybody inside it. You know, I been through some things in my life, you know, and I come across some solid brothers. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody got their own. So I don't even know how to put it, but I just like the spirit of being around these people.
Yeah, everybody comfortable with each
You know?
That's where we rise faster and higher.
Right.
Because we won, you know?
Yeah.
Unity.
Really good. And trust me, God look forward for everything we're coming from the A.D.K.C, you know, in the future, you know. Because we doing big things, you know. And don't be shy to approach us and come and join the group or, you know, just be a part of this movement. You understand? Because trust me, 2, 3 years, 4 years from now, boy, this will be a big thing, boy.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You know?
And who ain't see it, they don't want to see it. Like the people that say, there's a lot of imitators, but we are the originators. You understand?
You know something else too, you know, back in the day, in the 80s, when I was a little shaver like my brother right here, but a young fella like him,
Yeah.
you know, there was some older dog men around, that, you know, you go by them and you sit down and you talk and whatever have you like that, but it was never nothing like this.
Right.
So this is something new to me. Yeah, let me say new. Because I've been in a lot of small groups, you know, and a lot of times, most of the times I was in, even in our dog group, you know, I would come in and because when I roll over in the morning, Lord, and then I look and I see 1,000 messages. You're like, what? But you know, in the world I should read all of them because you go while you're trying to go through them, you see somebody record, you see you're just pinging. I said, you know what, delete. Let me go down to the bottom and see what's going on there. So, you know, I just miss a whole lot of stuff because of that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not my intention. It's just that, you know, certain things, either you're busy or you're feeling well, and you get up and you see those kind of things. But especially these young fellas, yo, sleeping.
They're young. They're young.
They Chinese.
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning, when my fellow all drop up. Ding, ding, ding. I gotta take the phone and put it on silent or turn it all the way down. I say, I enjoyed that the morning. When I look, 1,520 something messages. I say, no man. What they discussing? And I go, well, I see a bunch of laughing and this one saying, I ain't someone get the garbage bag.
Yeah. I got the dog.
Yeah, I say,
Look at the big hands.
and every morning, religiously, I'll see a good morning from Per Kennels, as you were.
Yeah.
Good morning with the dog, and then I'd be like, boy, these dudes, them don't miss, boy. They pushing, and you know, and that's the thing what I like. I mean, I see no, from the messages that I've seen, I have never seen an argument in the group. I've never seen an argument in the group. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't any, because I just delete a lot, but I haven't seen an argument in the group yet. And, you know, my respect out to all the brothers and sisters in the group, you know. But the main thing is, a main thing in there too is, what I long to see too is, you know, some people getting to know getting closer to the Lord even through this. As
Yeah.
believers inside it,
Yeah,
you know, believers need to stand up and put some positive stuff in, send in some scriptures and whatever be like that, just to touch people. You know, even sometimes when you share your story, you don't know who you're touching and what's going to go on. You see what I'm saying? So that's the main thing there. But I'm a guy at 50, like half a century. And then don't laugh, take it easy with that. Half a century.
It's time coming.
Half a century.
Slowly approaching.
So when I look at it, you know, so I mean, probably if we add up all the ages, that we might get probably 200 or 300. No, I ain't give you that much. So probably one,
In
say
the
a little over two.
Admin?
Yeah, in the admin group.
The over
Probably,
three.
but
The
300.
over three.
no, I mean, it's not a big group.
Admin group.
But my admin group, right?
Nobody
We got
is.
about ages.
Oh.
3 almost 4.
I think that's
Come on.
I think that's
Come on.
Who that one in there? Who you got?
I will fuck you.
I'm
So
comfortable with this
that
one.
means we in 296.
One time ago, my waistline, you know, that changed.
Yeah.
You know, but
Me and your age probably what? 47.
I'm 50.
Alright, that's 40. 92. So, yeah, probably close.
Yeah.
Close. Yeah.
4.
It's a young brother.
Four and one.
Young brother.
Hey,
But that group is a good thing, like you say,
mhm.
because I've been dealing with dogs for years now.
Right.
Probably
As old as he is.
Yeah, as old as them. You know, and I there was never nothing like this back then.
Right.
You had a lot of dog man you go to and they used to, you know, tell you this and that, and as well as some of them don't know share their secrets.
Yeah, yeah.
But like in this group, I like it because I still learning. Plenty of these things I didn't know about.
Mhm.
You know, and I could share my old school knowledge, but still waking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still waking. But you know, it's a good thing, man. Especially the younger people in the group too. There'd be arguments, but they pound them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, everybody laughing and
I
arguing. So
wouldn't
that's a
say
good part about it.
arguments.
Argument is good, you know.
No,
It's
but
good.
when I say
As long as it
argument,
comes to a solution or a resolution, everybody or just agree to disagree, but
Right.
at the end of the day, everybody still can come together as one, and you know,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you know, everybody get agree all the time.
Yeah.
You have your own
It's impossible
mindset,
to
they have their own
personalities.
mindset. Exactly.
It's
So
impossible.
as long as you could just gel at the end of the day and understand, okay, that's how we feel about it.
No,
That's
but-
what kind of dog he like, and this,
Yeah.
you know.
And we still respect that.
Exactly.
And everyone. That's the key right there.
Exactly.
Respect.
Basically, inside that group, I don't know if y'all know this, but every day you could learn something in that group.
I just
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every day you could. So every day you learn in that group, you understand? You will have members in that group saying how much they love this group.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
I don't see no other group like that. You have plenty big dog people, you know, in the game. They'll sell you a dog but wouldn't teach you about the dog.
Right.
You understand? And with this group, people that teach you more about the dog before you buy a dog.
Right.
You understand? And that's the good part about this group.
The
You
knowledge.
know? And boy, plenty young niggas know they dance in this group.
Yeah.
You know, don't mind the age, but they know they dance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because I learned something from you and Aaron the other day, the stocking thing.
Mm.
I didn't even know they had them, but like honestly, I have.
Yeah.
Guys, hold on now. Don't get into that too much. I get a surprise for that.
No. But I said
But,
stock, you know, the
right.
stocking stick. What was it?
Stocking
The
The
board.
stocking board.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right.
I used to go on there, fixing your door. Hey, stop moving, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Then I was like, wait, you have stocking boy?
Yes.
And I was like, wait, I ain't even tell these niggas, they teach me that.
No.
But I mean, but just because of what you said, I said, buddy, I was like, what? I go on the corner, I said, buddy, these things real?
Right. And I
I
have
was
some.
like-
I have a surprise for you, Jasmine. At our next event, again, I put something together.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't want to go too soon because I don't know the devil is before me. Sometimes we just back up the plans, but
Right.
I have something for everybody, and just we all like it, you know. You know, everybody.
Mm.
Just come up to the next event. You understand?
Right.
A.D.K.C. We want it big.
So, we're not putting it out there, but our next event, what is it going to be?
Now we was planning to walk first, and then we want to have a fair.
Okay.
We want to
Okay.
have Tuesday. So we ain't really decide what we was going to do first.
All right then. No, we need to discuss that on the camera.
No,
Right.
That's a personal,
Yeah.
that's behind closed doors.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we just giving Buddy of Paradise their time
Right?
to shine.
Yeah.
You know, and like Corey said earlier, no bad feelings, but
No.
give them that time to shine and that A.D.K.C come to take over.
Yeah,
Afterwards.
A.D.K.C will be there. We can run the boat this
Right,
paradise.
right.
Because I take not the disco ball.
Right.
I'm the king won.
Yeah.
No,
No, the King Kilo.
Yeah, King Kilo, yeah,
will be
yeah.
underneath there. That's our most popular dog, you know.
I tell you one thing, he posts Kilo. Are you sure? 2 pictures coming up with snow or something like that. Are you sure that? But with the group, the WhatsApp group, honestly, I can honestly say you can appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's very informative and it's very funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And some people just get fed up with the messages because we have 1 or 2 with this leave.
Yeah.
Like every other week or so.
Yeah.
But God being so good to this group, when one leave,
Trees
I was coming.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't know if it's be the same people that are asking to come back in
Yeah.
sometime,
Yeah.
you know, because they miss it. But
We can't get below 200.
no.
We can't get below
That's
200.
the most, for most part, iPhone people, man.
Right.
They phone is get loaded up quicker. They can't delete like Android and delete. I just go in there, I can clear the chat.
Yeah.
And the whole chat just clear and start from scratch again. I can do that.
Yeah, we do.
iPhone can do that.
One
You don't
swipe.
got to pay for that.
No, one swipe.
You know, Apple.
One swipe.
What?
One swipe and everything clear.
Yeah.
What you mean clear the shots? Because I old. I used to these great, I old.
Then you go into the chat and you
delete
clear everything with the
and
same pictures
start
and
back
everything.
from where the next message left off.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know,
Message left off.
right.
Yeah.
But you know what I think?
That's what I
Oh,
do.
you mean
That's why
delete
my phone don't-
all the old stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
All
okay.
those messages
All
and
right,
pictures or whatever.
Yeah, iPhone could do that, man.
One
You
swipe.
don't have to pay for that, you know, Apple.
They charge you everything.
Everything.
You want your food brighter?
Yeah,
$5.
yeah.
But trust me, when we go out plenty messages in this group,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing, but little bad thing sometimes. Why I say bad thing sometimes?
Kill your data.
No, sometimes we waiting on an important message, you know, and then when you're expecting that to be the message, you have 30 messages from the group, you know, and that just brighten up your day, some make you laugh, you know. But trust me.
You say be careful what you ask for.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You ask for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
I used to be trying to keep up with the messages, right? Especially when you come on, right? He's like, you still on that phone? Yeah, just some check on to do things. And I trying to read all the messages. All the messages.
Yeah, make it.
Then I
Hey, and then she come to bed, be in bed, and like, hey, you don't give this phone a resting.
I got that this morning, yesterday. I don't know.
Oh, thank goodness, it ain't just me.
Right.
It ain't just me. You know what I
So,
mean?
one thing I want to say to all the dog men in the Bahamas, not just Nassau, because we have people on family islands also.
We got
Right.
a lot of dogs on the islands.
You know, but for the ones, I could say for the ones that I know, my respect goes out to you guys, dog
Right.
men and dog women.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's a few women,
Mhm.
and it's mostly men, predominantly male.
Right.
But these people, some of them are from the 80s, straight up to now, 80s and 90s straight up to now, and they ain't stopped yet.
Right.
You know, some of them may be in our group. I know some in other groups.
Mhm.
Yeah, some of them in our groups, and some in other groups also. You know,
Then
but-
Judy,
Yeah, big up to
Cara,
Jody.
Cara Butler.
Cara Butler, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, Cara Butler. Like, I haven't, there was on Let's Talk About before, like, they shovel their own, like, you know, they always go, they
Right.
actually have their own camel.
You gotta respect
And they
them.
women, I mean, not to say,
Mad respect to them.
yeah, but I was so, like, I was like, wow.
But you gotta pick up them woman breeders, you know.
Yeah.
It's like that, so for in my situation,
Mhm.
where I did a breeding with a close friend,
Mhm.
and about to get the puppies from the fella. Now I working. I don't have no one to take care of the puppies, but I don't wait.
Right.
That's where the wife come in. And now, trust me, she take care of the puppies more better than me.
Yeah.
They feeding schedule. I ain't even have no feeding schedule every 2 hours I can get feed. You understand? The dog getting feed every 2 hours. And I know I gotta buy the food for everyone. You know? But you gotta big them up, boy, get some
Yeah,
food in them. There's
yeah.
no water for these animals
Yeah.
too. Now, the only you know what I was thinking about the other day? And I don't know if I throwing the topic off a little bit, you know, but some breeders, they have a problem when you involving your woman in your kennel business or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I think to myself the other day, I feel like the woman should have a say in the kennel if she picking up dog poop.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
definitely.
If she picking up dog poop,
Even she buying the dog food,
well,
whatever she doing to help.
buying dog food, that's what's good. But I saying if you pick up dog food,
Yeah.
man, you gotta say.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And most men be that sometimes be that either cry or we just let
It's ego.
get a hold of us and it be like, oh, we ain't doing this way or we ain't doing it that way. That's just like simple of you selling a puppy to a person. You can't just sell a puppy to a person and expect the person to just walk over the yard and explain to the puppy, look here, you need to do this, you need to do that. You understand? But if you having any problems with the dog, come back to me and hear me. You understand? But you have some like that and you have some not like that. You know? And so far, like Tuma got this dog from Kevin, one of our admins.
Right.
I got 3 dogs from Kevin. And Tuma can tell you yourself, from when you leave Kevin yard, Kevin tell you anything, come back to me.
Yeah.
You understand? Anything.
Right.
And I talk him, I had 3 puppies, one looked like it wasn't going to make it, the 2 was making it. And I call him Kevin like 10, 11 o'clock in the night. Scared to even call him. And when he pick up the phone, he like, come, bring the dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You need more people like that.
Right.
Like me. We ain't trying to break down prices so everyone could be flexible in their pocket. You know, you need people like that. You don't need
People just looking for themselves.
right. You understand? And it's sad to say it, you are 55%. The 75% in the dog game just looking out for that set.
Yeah, that's true. And the thing about it is, man, what I noticed too with the dog game too is like if say I come up on the Wayne and I surpass Wayne in breeding and providing for my dog, being upset with me.
Right.
That's like a common problem in the game.
Then he was
Where I
supposed-
showing shade at you or whatever. To me, that's like me personally. If anybody asks me something about a dog, even if you don't get the dog from me, I have no problem telling you.
Right.
You understand? Because I've been in the spot where you asking certain people this and that and that, and they either tell you the wrong thing,
Right.
or they refuse to tell you at all.
Right.
So you actually have to learn by yourself. But
Right.
I've been blessed with a lot of. Honestly, I've been blessed with a lot of my families, like my granddaddy, my cousins, all of my dogs before me. So I could always call them and say, hey, I haven't done that. Okay, do this or that. You know what I mean? So I was blessed like that. And one thing I have never done or never encouraged anyone to do, but if you ask me a question and I know the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't know the answer, but I can look for the answer and I can check you. Because in the dog game, if you love dogs, you want to see every dog in the best environment or the best kept standard. You know what I mean? And that's what we have to get rid of.
You know, let me tell you something. I want to go back on something what Julius was talking about, right?
Sorry.
Julius, you don't know how blessed you are to have your woman involved
Yes.
with the dogs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have never had a girlfriend. Me think now before someone see this and give me a call. I have never had a girlfriend who was interested in the dogs. When they see me dealing with puppies, even when I have to take the puppies, I got to make the puppies use the bathroom. That's it, the mother can take care of them when I get to use the wipes or whatever, put the wipes in hot water and clean the pups up and whatever have you. You know, I had girlfriends who didn't mind getting some of the money,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't do nothing. You know what I mean? And I never had one to say, okay, let me handle this. You know, or if you have to go away, I can deal with this till you come back or whatever of you.
Right.
But I can tell you, I got some brothers out there, I got some friends out there.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if I did share with anybody, but my last 3 litters, I lost. And each of those litters were girls. 111, 110, and the latest one, just a few weeks ago, 15.
Wow.
These dogs I paid mad money for. Now, and I kind of got discouraged because this was something for me like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
You see, but my health has been declining the last say from 2020. So I gotta be on all kind of medication and all these different things, right?
Right.
So the times I be up, and the times I be way down, I gotta be in bed laying down, painkillers taking all of this, that, and the next. And I mean, the dogs, they're good mothers, but now I got a situation going on. This last little, I had like 4 buyers from the US for 10 grand. 4 buyers for 10 grand a puppy.
Wow.
And the little children run when they came right up to the wall. I was inside. I had them outside, you know, but I couldn't get them. I was too weak. And I hear all the dogs in the yard making them. I make sure I take this female and put her away from the other dogs so she'd be alone with the puppies. Never taken into consideration that these, and I know these like 7-year-old kids. They came right to the wall and this dog trying to get out the cage to get at them, mash them puppies right up. I got up like 2 or 3 hours later. I still was weak, but I had a little strength to move. And when I saw it was puppies, man, I couldn't believe it. Well, I didn't see it. I supposed to go to this place in the States to get treatment and everything. And they were saying 42 grand, and they just do all natural. They don't do chemicals. So, you know, insurance can cover that. You gotta come up with the money up front. So I was saying I didn't cover on that.
Yes.
And I also, listen, I was so devastated. And I look out the kitchen. I went in the backyard, came back around. I didn't know who did. I could hear the drum, but I couldn't pinpoint or finger point and say, but you all did it.
Yeah.
You know, and I was in the bar giving cowboy and water. When I came back in the front, I see the kids looking at me right like on the corner. So I didn't pay it no mind at first. So I said, I wonder why they staring at me. So I went inside and I stood behind the screen door. And they come right to the wall by the cherry tree.
Right.
I was right there, he's in the door. And I opened the door and I said, hey, I'll go for around it. So I came back and did it again. Once I closed the door, it's like the end of them. See, but you get, but what can I do?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Boy.
It is nothing that I can do, and I mean this was so hurting to me.
Yeah.
You know, and one like me, I love kids. You know what I mean? And I look at them, I say, look what they cost me.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I was away in the hospital when I lost that like whole marched them down, and so when I was supposed to be in back, I ended up doing like minor surgery. Second time, I took the puppies, and I had them inside, and I was bottle feed. Next thing I know, my body ran down. So I called a friend of mine, told him, he knows someone could deal with them, so I told the lady come and get them, she took them. And then all the puppies died again. So, you know, I was then saying I could have been somewhere and I could have walked around with my speedos on the beach. You know what I mean? I might get blown away.
Well, that's a litter. Where the 3 litters back to back?
Back to back.
Wow.
And I mean, and it was like, the first one was 2000, then 2001, and then this last one just now. You know, but like I was saying, I have some friends that really try to, even they just come by me even when I'm down and clean up, you know, feed my dogs and whatever. You know, I just get the meat, scald the meat, put the kibble in there, and then they get over them and these dudes come and they handle it for me. So guess what? People like that, when you find people like that, you treat them like royalty. You know that? You know what I mean? See, people who take advantage of people like that.
Yeah.
When you find people got your back in certain things, you do whatever it takes to keep them happy.
They know these dogs. They know your dogs. Like, oh.
Well, boy, got one. I have to feed that one. That's what the female. She full of fire.
Yeah.
She's stupid. That's the one now. She lost 2 minutes, but yeah, for the most part, you see that's why in the group, when people, if I see some of the messages and people talking about certain things or what they should do, so they got to let on the ground, and, you know, I tell them to say, you could help them out, bottle feed the puppies. I mean, you could help a nurse, like say if you have a big little, you know, it's the first time and she ain't doing a good job, you can put the pups there with them. Then you them, and then you remove them put them on the bottle, put them back.
Right.
If she's gonna move it, mash them up or whatever, you know. But for the most part, even if you say you have a good mother and she can get them and everything is fine, but you want to put a little extra oomph on the puppies, a little extra weight,
Yeah.
you can still come and you get your bottle and you give the puppies a little extra milk. So they'll Ultra 24 or some colostrum or whatever, be like that, probably 2-3 times
Right.
a day, you know, helping out with it.
Yeah, 5 puppy cells.
Yeah.
5 puppy cells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trust me,
You want a fat dog, keep your puppies fat.
Yeah.
Keep them fat.
Even for the pork cakes.
Yeah.
The number one dog in the world. It's like
Yeah.
you could take a pork cake somewhere in Canada or England, you could sell them for a couple of grand.
They all over the
Real
place.
boys.
So what did
But
you
how much of them get a trip?
Yeah,
to-
they
Once they got from Abaco, right?
Yeah, Canada.
Like 200, 200.
100 what cakes.
I know they live in it up.
Yeah.
And I can tell you now,
And that bar gave us Joe constantly.
Yeah.
I was doing
it. It was a colors.
they get up puppy in the snow and save all them.
Yes.
You know, and let me show you something.
In the
I remember,
No shots.
I remember he was doing a job in Life and Key. You know, when you go into Life and Key, you don't go into Life and Key. You come to go over the hill to go into
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant. Before you get to Mount Pleasant, it's a little clinic or something on the right hand side. You love to go up and then go around and
Yeah.
start in back.
Yeah.
The doctor there, we've been there because he had some kind of electrical thing going on. This dude got pork cake sitting down. This dude have pork cake sitting down in air conditioned in chair. You hear me? Lounge, not lounge. I mean chair like this. The cushion over the arm. And we on there because no machine could get the ass. We had to trench down by hand
Right.
to find the cable. We had to go down probably with maybe 4 feet.
Wow.
And I happened to look. I see the curtain was moving, you see? I look and I say, what is it? And the groundskeeper, Filipino guy, came and say, how long you guys think you're going to be? I said, well, we got to continue, we got to trace on the cable until we find but before this. So, and see, we had to turn off that light in order to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Dog sitting there, I see the curtain blowing, air conditioned, full breed pork cake laid out, stretched off.
Live it.
And 3 of them in the, no, a pork cake, a Great Dane, and something else, it's like a mixed breed or something. And I dog in the pork cake basically laying down, almost like this, leg cross, almost like this. This one looked to me.
Yeah.
Because I out there in the sun baking.
Yeah.
And I call them a couple of my coworkers. I say, man, look here, man. And they say, man, no, man. And we believe them. Dog them treat us so good. Dog them back. He sent the groundskeeper them out. They came back with pizzas. They buy everybody their own pizza.
Yeah.
They say, what do you guys want to eat? You know, everybody got their own pizza and all these different things, right? Drinks and everything. Non-alcohol. Non-alcohol, of course. You know, but this how people live. And when you look at people who love dogs, you have some people that treat dogs right. See dogs are therapeutic. A lot of people don't realize that. When they see some people that these dogs, they treat them like babies, and some people can't have kids. Some people might have gone through a situation, they had a baby and then they lost it and then they get tied off or whatever of you, so now they gravitate to something else. You see, and then sometimes you just raise a dog from puppy and they get it and they just cling to it. You know, and that's their happiness and all those things like that, you know. So, you know, when you look at it, some people be like, oh, I can't believe they got this dog like this, you know, sitting up in this car and doing this, that, and the next. But you never know what a person's situation is, even if they didn't have a situation to push them down. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do.
Right.
Who are we to criticize? You see, so the dynamics are so broad on when you look at pets on the whole. That's why the name that we have, A.D.K.C, All Dog Kennel Club. You look at it, you know, some people they get dogs from the line, all these different things, you know.
Emotional support.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes even with kids, you see children like right up when they see an animal. You see what I'm saying? So you know it's a real thing. And that's why I love to push this thing. I can see us going far as this dog club. You know, going beyond dogs,
Right.
reaching people, having an effect on people's lives and positive way.
Yeah.
You know, from children straight up to adults or even to elderly people. You know, so it's all that I love it.
Something was, I mean, I had left leave the studio for a minute, but something you were saying earlier, but Julius and Cavante. But listen to me, I don't know if y'all familiar with Royal Kennels
Yeah.
from New Jersey. That's what y'all two remind me of.
You mean the boy?
Brian.
Royal Kennel.
Royal Kennels, that's what them two remind me of. I can be real, that's, but if I see that, that's cool, because I just follow them regular. I just follow them on a regular.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean,
And
We used to watch a lot of them foreign.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you like dogs, you like, I watch them regular.
And
regular.
if you
A lot of
know,
them is have they woman and they children
Into that.
into that.
Right.
Understand what I say? So.
not just Royal Kennels.
Yeah.
Other kennels.
No, but I just saying, I really follow Royal Kennels.
Right.
I actually called Ryan and with
Yeah?
some Ryan. Yeah, but right on Facebook, messing me up. Cause you know what I mean, but I like how they do it. Like I watch him from, I was watching him for like 4 years, and like to me, he's so real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't. So I just like what he doing. You know what I mean? So I just like, you know what I mean? And honestly, I have to shout out to my wife and my kid because they're the same way like me. You know what I mean? They let me go and pick up the poop.
Right.
But when it's time to take care of them dogs,
Yeah.
they there.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And, but you know, I have girls, so
Mm.
you know what I mean? I want them to say, hey, look here, daddy want a big dog when I move up. Oh yeah, daddy got your dog.
Right.
Ain't no one coming there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
My
But-
son can say that.
Yeah.
My daughter.
Yeah,
My family,
That's what man said.
yeah.
They ain't gonna pick up, like you said, she ain't gonna pick up no poop.
No.
She ain't gonna pick up no poop. She play office like she ain't into the dog. and this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
So you dance, I catch up. Don't let her go see him or you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's how they start.
Yeah, she
That's
knows
how
she
they
knows
start.
she knows she love it down deep down. But we get cats too. I have a dog and a cat. You know, big black cat. But this big.
Yeah.
This big, but that dog.
Yeah.
We had a dog, we had a rabbit.
Yeah.
All types of things.
Yeah, 3 cats. But 3 cats get rolled over. Sorry, cat lovers.
Yeah, yeah.
It has taken mix of them.
Animals, some animals better than some humans.
Yeah, so.
Easy to deal with.
Nice,
More wiser.
I remember one time I dated a young lady, right? Nice looking young lady, fine. Boy, she done me say, when we just married, say, yeah, all those dogs, you're gonna hear that you might be able to have one. Hold on now, wait.
Away.
I wasn't no long debate.
Yeah.
One dog. For you. Well, we see where that is, where that line. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I had dogs basically all my life. When I was a little shaver again in like Bahamas, I can remember my grandmother, that mother dog named Moxie. She used to hold my oldest brother like this, and she used to,
The dog?
she used to like hug him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was a dread dog, and then when we moved into Mountain Lights, I started getting a couple of them. That's where the pork cakes come in.
Oh, okay.
I love my pork cakes.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't even afford them. You used to get pork cake free.
Yeah.
They really have puppy on your floor.
Yeah.
On the neighbor floor, you grab one puppy, you say, "Mommy,
You got what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everybody had their voice dog with what they.
Everyone.
That's a
Let me tell you
boy.
something. He was like this. He was just connected. You know, I could talk like I go for a walk, and my pork cakes always used to be the one of the pork cakes in the area. You know, but you know when I think that's something too that kept me kind of I can put it on a, let's say, sort of good track, because the environment that I came up in, you know, a lot of my childhood friends, all of us were gangsters,
Yeah.
you know, and it was just fun for us, no nonsense, you know, we had young children, primary school, you know, we doing nonsense and carrying on or whatever of you, and you know, just growing up, but as soon as I got taking care of those little pork cakes, and then, you know, it gave me something to take my mind off the shenanigans, you know. Caused me to kind of set priorities at a young age, you know, so I couldn't wait till school out. sometimes I used to duck school, you know, to come home and be with my puppy. One time I was sick, and my granny was living Davis Street, right next to something Bell, where they sell Adventist food. And I remember my daddy say, okay, you don't feel good, but you take it by your grandma till you get off. That's my mother. I grabbed my little pot cake, and I put that in my paper bag. I slipped out the car, I put him in the paper bag, I slipped him in the box seat, and I got all my lunch and everything in there, and I lay down. I think I was throwing up that day. I was throwing up or something, and I didn't make it to school. Boy, and the dog started to make noise. I think the dog even breathed it off. I go on through there and say, wait, listen, what's getting on the back of the field? The dog makes noise. I know that the only reason I get beat was because I was sick.
Yeah.
You know, and I put the dog on there. I wouldn't believe all that day. I got the dog in the back of the yard. So all that day, I was concerned about the puppy. You know, I was feeling bad. I used to get up, come outside, watch outside, get the dog. And a little puppy like this, you know. I'm just saying, you know, that see, when you get connected to something, it really helps you to focus. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you need to focus on positive things as opposed to negative. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I see in this group. You know, just positivity, just going forward. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't like nobody trying to make money.
Right.
You know, it's not about money. You know, money comes into play, but I rather spend the money on real people
Right.
and real dogs and for real cause as opposed to just balling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or trying to make money for me. You see, so
And you can see, when you do it like that, you can see your money growing.
Right.
You can see your efforts growing also. You know, because eventually the money income, I mean, at the end of the day, this is what you're supposed to be doing, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And this is a gift from God gave you. God, I'm for you to know God didn't give them to eat, I didn't go hungry or whatever. I ain't never know whatever happened to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
See,
You call this, you call that.
see, you have to invest. You have to invest in people. You see, we can't be selfish and just keep investing in ourselves or in our ideas or whatever. We gotta invest in
Right.
other people to try and help them to get somewhere. Just like how we had the idea that we with the A.D.K.C to go around and help everybody, but they cannot say just buy the material and people come and help put it up and all those things. And that, it's that kind of thing that makes us so much different from the others.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And not to say the others aren't, because I don't know what the others are doing.
Right. Right, we understand what you're saying.
But,
Yeah.
you know, that's how it is, and that's the kind of thing would just be stickability with this group and dedication. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing that I have, because other than this, you see, I haven't been up to church now for like from they diagnosed me. See, I sit on the corner and all these different things, and I have to be mainly outside because, you know, I gotta be urinating plenty, and when my box starts to hurt, and the pain come, I gotta go.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, certain situations, you know, I have to try and build myself for it,
Yeah.
and make sure the set is right. So I have to dash home, I'm too far from home.
Right.
I could get there, and my people could deal with me right then and there. 'Cause there are many times I just walk in the door and collapse right there, just fall right across the bed. As soon as I go in the door, I get to the bed, that's it, and I just gotta groan until the pain stops. Like I gotta pop a pillow or whatever of you. But you know, God is good.
Yeah.
That's all I
All
can
the
say.
time.
So other than this is how my day is. Get up in the morning, my devotion tree, my Bible, then I go outside, give the dogs water, move whatever poop I have to move, and then my boy, he comes and he feeds. You see what I'm saying? He feeds for me, and then I'll be inside a couple of times, because a couple of times they've been and they say, why you too worried? But you know, they look at me and whatever, but I say, come on, you'll be alright. I go inside, but people don't know. You see, that's like, I don't know what anyone in here might be going through. And for the most part, people have a tendency to keep things to themselves, keep things locked up, you know, and don't want nobody to know, or for whatever reason it might be. maybe they just don't want to share it or whatever. But for me, I believe even with just with me being open, that's therapy for me.
Yeah.
That's healing for me.
Right.
You know, I have you won't believe how many persons and different denominations are praying for me. I'm talking about Seventh-day Adventists, Baptists, Church of God of Prophecy, you name it, Jehovah's Witness, all over the place. And you know, and just how we talking about All Dog Kennel Club, we need to learn to love all people.
Yeah.
All people, regardless of what denomination they're from, and all these different things. And so I use some of my spirituality, if I may, and try and encompass that in this dog group also.
Right.
You know, not to shun nobody or no dog or whatever of you. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, these are the kind of things that I like, and the atmosphere, the setness. It's so real, because I believe if I go in through something and I hurt, and I could call
Right.
someone and speak to them, either from the church, from the group, whatever have you.
You have someone there.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, even if it's just to say, yeah, man, even sometimes you can just pick up on things, you know.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta come up and say what is what. Sometimes people just need,
I know someone.
yeah, just need, sometimes just to get something off their mind,
Right.
or just to.
Yeah.
And for what we doing.
Yeah.
You understand? So, buddy,
Next
come out.
time we can try and get Mr. Get the Garbage Bag on
Yeah,
the
but
show.
hey, he'll be out to the dog show under the deck.
Right, show up and show out.
Show up and show. We'll have a microphone, we'll have a speaker box, and we'll be, as I say, we can run that show.
Right.
Mr. Get the Garbage Bag.
Get the Garbage Bag.
Boy.
No offense to the guys who run in Police Paradise, but we can run the show.
Yeah.
You understand?
Well, as I said, once again, thank you very much. And let's go, just like you said, y'all keep barking.
Yes.
All breeds. That's why the name is A.D.K.C, All Dog Club, or All Dog Kennel Club, partner. You know, but what we dealing with, other than teaching people how to take care of their dogs, we learning as we go. We don't claim to know everything, but we are learning as we go. And to me, what I love about this club is the fact that you have so many young people. You know, young people willing to learn, and you know, what is, as far as we know in the group, if any in there, they're coming down and going down a positive road, in a
Right.
positive direction.
Right.
And that's one of the main things that we're trying to do with this club. You know, we're pretty new, we're young, we got another name before, but you know, we had to deal with some issues, so
Yeah,
that's why we came to this.
Never cut you off. We'll talk about that later as we get on to the show. And we have another very young, up and coming breeder also, Mr. Griffin. Tell us one or two things about yourself.
Alright, my name is Aaron Griffin, representing Homestead Kennels. It's a new kennel, up and coming, breeding more of the XL line.
Right.
Big guy like big dogs.
Yeah.
But like Mr. Williams stated, a lot of young individuals inside the group, and as one of the young individuals, I plan to inspire like the younger
Right.
into being more calm and trying to educate them, and even them educating me,
Yeah.
and growing together as a group,
Right.
trying to develop like guys in foreign.